Welcome to a little tomfoolery, Rob Little and Tommy Ryman. A podcast filled with laughs and gaffs, guffaws and haws, and maybe a picture of a dog. A little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery. A little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery, a little tomfoolery. Fools!
Good morning, good day, and good evening. Welcome to a little tomfoolery. I am your host, Rob Little. As always, we got our favorite guest ever. Let me check his name. Yes, it is Tommy Ryman.
It
Tommy
is
Ryman
me.
out of Minnesota. Wow. And I think he is on the road this week, but we have got him. We got him on the air. Thank you, Tommy, for joining us.
I'm so excited to be here to host another episode of A Little Tomfoolery with you, and so glad we could get you as co-host one more time. Locked you down for episode 17, the one and only Rob Little. Fantastic.
I like the locked it down. I like that. Yeah. It makes it sound so serious.
We talked to your people and back and forth with our people, got you locked down.
You see my people. Okay, yeah.
You're looking for your people in your
yes.
your hotel room?
Yeah, I actually thought I heard a knock because I had my underwear out for laundered.
Oh, okay.
They don't have laundry at this casino. I'm in Reno, and I'm playing a casino, and there's no place to do laundry, and I've been on the road a couple weeks.
Oh, did you just put it into the dry cleaning bag or whatever then?
There was no dry cleaning bag. I had to go find a dry cleaner and drop it off, and then they said they would deliver it back here. So,
oh, got it. Now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you just put your underwear in like the bag where the suit goes, and you're like, just clean these.
I did ask him that. I goes, you guys do, I was trying to like say it, but you do other things, right? If I put other stuff in the wash, right? They're like, yes, we can do it. No problem.
So where are you? You're in Reno? What have you been up to?
I'm in Reno, and it's on fire, dude. It's like you look out and it looks like there's fog. There's so many fires here right now. I can't see any. I'm on the 35th floor too, but I can't see any, but you can barely see the city. It's so foggy. Yeah.
The haze.
The haze from the smoke. Yeah.
And you still made some little kid run out and do your laundry? You're like, bring me back my underwear.
Oh, yeah.
Come through the fires.
I gave him a half penny, and I said, keep the change, kid. Bring back my skivvies when you're done. Bring back my pantaloons.
He's gonna be smoking like, here you go, Mr. Little. I made it.
I shut the doors. The fire engulfs them. No, you don't want to be caught in a fire without clean underwear. That's what my mom told me. So.
No, if you go down, you got to have some fresh undies on.
I went out to I have relatives here. I have my favorite uncle and a couple of my his kids, my cousins. And then the girls got kids, and me and her and the kids went out yesterday. It was so fun. We went to like a day. You know this because I called you. I said, her daughters are into Legos. I'm like, I got the guy for you. And I was telling them about your setup. So that's why I called you. I'm like, hey, could you send me some pictures? They were so excited about that. And then
were they impressed by my city?
Oh yeah, they were super excited. Yes. And then they were impressed that your dog didn't attack it. Because Minnie is sitting there watching it, and your train go around your city and stuff. But they were like, wow, they're adorable. So they were enjoying that. And then we went to like an arcade, and her oldest daughter is in 7th grade. And dude, this kid talks crap. She's trash talking me all day.
That's fun.
She's going to beat me in like a laser game that we play. And then she was going to beat me in golf carts. Or go-karts, and then she was going to beat me in, what was the other one? There was 3 major things. Oh, bowling. And, dude, I crushed this kid. I crushed her.
That's great. You beat a little kid at bowling. I bet she didn't sass stuff after that.
She did. She didn't stop. She beat me in the one she wanted to beat me in, go-karting. Her and her little sister were in a cart. But there was like they put out like 25 cars go out around this track,
Mhm.
and you just get caught behind somebody else. You can't even catch the other one. So it's like, whatever. Yeah, you beat me. Sure you did.
It was rigged.
But I showed no
Rematch,
mercy
Rob.
in the laser game.
Sorry, you got
I showed no mercy in the
Nice.
laser game and the bowling. I just second game you bowl like on a time limit, so you can get in as many games as you want, right? Well, the first game we were pretty neck and neck, and then I pulled through. And then the second game we started, and I opened with a turkey, dude.
Oh, wow.
And then the lane shut down. So if you look at the score, she's got like 28, and I got 3 strikes, but it says 0 because
Yeah, because it hasn't added them all
so
together.
she
yet.
just keeps going. I won that too. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, sure
you're
you
like,
did.
what? Oh,
So then I took her out in the parking lot and beat the crap out. I said, "Who's the kid now?" No,
wow.
but she's adorable. She was fun. We had a good time. And then my other cousin's having his first kid, so he's all excited. And
Cool.
yeah, we're excited for him. And then I got to see a couple other friends here. I'm going fishing this week, and I'm going out in a boat. I think I'm going to do waveboarding.
Ooh, that sounds
Have you ever
fun.
tried that?
I've gone tubing. I haven't done the wave boarding or water skiing.
They got that boat where it like fills up with water, and it kind of looks like it's riding a wheelie, so it creates a wave behind you, and then you're not even really holding onto rope. You're just riding the wave.
So the boat fills with water?
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I know the boat fills with water in the back, so it kind of dips the boat down. Yeah, tilts it up. And
Cool.
I don't know if I'm going to do it, but my buddy's wife does it, and she's supposedly pretty good at it. So
I'm sure you'll be good. That'll be fun. Sounds
yeah,
safe.
we'll try that. But we're kind of where I want to be right now. You're back in Michigan.
I'm in Traverse City. I'm on vacation right now. This is the only work I'm doing is the podcast.
Really?
We're at the cottage. Megan's family has a cottage in Elk Rapids. So I've been going to the beach, playing with the dogs. Had a 10-hour car ride with the dogs. They did fantastic.
Wow.
Minnie was just like stepping on all the other dogs trying to lay down. It was
I'm
fun.
sure. Yeah, what car did you take too? Because was there enough room for all of them in the back?
Yeah, I got a Honda Accord. The other little dogs are tiny, so they just get wedged against the doors.
Yeah,
Minnie just lays the whole length of the back.
You just put her leash outside the window. She runs next to the car.
Yeah, she just galloped along,
yeah,
happy as could be along the freeway.
I saw her playing in the water. You put that video where she's playing in the water. That was pretty cute.
Yeah, that was her first time at like big lake water. She was stoked. So we got like a 30-foot leash today that just came, so she can just run around.
So, yeah, go ahead.
She doesn't have the best recall, so we still have her on the leash because I don't know if she'd come back if we let her go.
That's pretty funny. She doesn't have the best recall. The other dogs have total recall.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Well, their eyes are bugging out, so they look like that one part of the movie.
Right.
I don't know if your ears were ringing maybe a half hour before we shot this podcast, but I was doing a radio Zoom interview, and the guy asked me a question I don't normally get asked. He's like, "What young guys do you like coming up that you think are going to make it?" And I said, Brent Terhune. No, I did say, I should have said Brent, but he just got named like Time, whatever that magazine is, where he got top 10 comics to watch in the world.
Nice. Because of his Twitter guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I said you, buddy.
Excellent.
I said you, and I mentioned your website, and I mentioned your dry bar, and
wow.
That's
so nice of you.
Well, I think highly of you, buddy.
Gonna make it like in Hollywood, or make it to like the grocery store where I was heading, or what?
Well, make it back home. Make it back home.
He's gonna make it home. He's pretty. He's got a helmet on.
I said his recall is amazing.
Yeah, Megan calls him, and he comes right to her.
No, he asked who do you think would make it, and I mentioned you, so that's what. But I also was doing it to brag about our podcast too. So
A little tomfoolery with
Yeah.
little Tom Robin. That's perfect.
I think this kid's great, and he it's kind of why I picked him to do a podcast with. I said,
Yeah.
but yep. Anyways,
What was the talent search? It was like I competed against like 45 other people just to co-host with you, and you have me do it every week. It's really weird that I have to keep auditioning.
well,
Anybody else does this?
well,
But
I actually do 45 other podcasts with all those other guys too.
A little skullduggery, a little.
That's why I was. Oh man, I don't know. So you're not doing any gigs. This is my last one of my 3-week tour on the road, and then go home for I only go home for 3 days, and then I'm right back at it. So I just booked up almost every weekend till February.
Nice, that's great. Yeah, my fall's all filled up now, so I'm pretty pumped.
Oh, did you book New Year's Eve?
No, not yet.
Me neither. I had a couple ask me, and I just said, nah, I'm gonna hold out. The money, they're all lowballing right now. We'll get more.
Don't tell people on the podcast.
We're getting more. I'm not gonna settle for that. But a couple, yeah. Anyways, so what else? What do you guys got planned while you're there? Just relax. Gonna do any sightseeing? Anything fun?
Well, we went on a big hike near the Sleeping Bear Dunes. Her brother gets into town with his girlfriend tomorrow, so I'm not sure what we'll be doing. We usually just go to town or hang out by the beach. No big plans. I brought Jaws the board game, so we're gonna play that. That was highly recommended by Jackie Cation's husband, who's a game designer. He was like, "This is a really underrated game."
Really?
Fun. Yeah, one person plays the shark, and then on the first half, he just tries to eat a bunch of swimmers, and then the second half, you're on the boat, and the shark's trying to eat the boat, and then they're trying to kill the shark. And so if the boat gets eaten, then the shark wins, and if they kill the shark, then the shark loses and the people win. So it's a pretty fun
like
game.
the movie.
Yeah, it's exactly the movie. And then I keep shouting, "We're gonna need a bigger boat. We gotta get a bigger boat. Hey guys, let's get a bigger boat."
We need a bigger board game. That's funny because I think Mad Magazine board game is highly underrated.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
I just saw it at an antique shop too, and I was gonna buy it, but it looked like it might have been missing some pieces, so I was like, eh. But I just remember like one of my classes that had that in there, and anytime we had time off, we'd play it, and I just like, this game's unbelievable. How did more people don't know about this game?
Oh, fun.
I can't remember anything about it. I just remember loving it.
Talking about board games that are missing pieces, that was one of my early bits, because my parents, I always had all the old board games. I don't know if we had used board games or what, but they never had the right pieces in there. So my friend would come over and be like, "What are you playing?" I'd be like, "I don't know, Battleship-opoly." It's a little combination of everything. I'm not sure what this is. Like, who's winning? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, definitely in Monopoly, you would be like, "I'm the salt and pepper shaker." And I'm the yeah, you're using everything. I'm mom's bra. You're like, what?
Yeah. Rent? You owe me 4 Skittles. All right.
Yeah.
You want to see the dog of the week?
Are we on to dog of the week? Dog of the week.
I just feel like showing it because
let's do it.
At the cottage. It's my dog again because still nobody's submitting their dogs.
Yeah.
These people have opportunities.
Dude, that's why we created dog of the week. You have 3 amazing ones.
There's Minnie just enjoying the cottage. Look at this.
Great face.
Isn't it? It just looks like a noble steed.
It's a great background, everything.
Yep. So that's where I've been hanging out. That's where I'll be the next 5 days.
Do you fish?
I'm going to go grab a fishing license. There's poles here, but so I think I might go. I've fished here before.
If it's on your property, dude, you don't got to get a license.
Yeah, but I might go where there's better, because here we have to get in the rowboat and go way out, but the rowboat's like way in storage. I don't know if I'm strong enough to drag it out.
Why do you have to go so far out? Is it real shallow?
Because we don't have a dock or anything. Yeah, and the water is pretty shallow until way out. So I don't know where the fish are. And then there's always jet skiers zipping by. So I feel like that scares away the fish.
See that water behind her? That's where the fish are.
In the water, yeah. But I've been fishing in the bathtub and there's nothing. There's not one bite. but I
Okay.
gotta the dog of the week though again always leads into the Stump Rob.
Oh yeah, now we're on to our new favorite game.
Can I do Stump? It's animal related.
Okay, I like it. Let's do
All
it.
right, it's movie themed.
Good.
Like the quotes, but this is a little different. Okay, here we go. So this is movie themed. The way this is gonna go, I'm gonna give you the breed of a dog, and I want you to come up with a movie or TV show that dog has been in. Do you understand?
Oh yeah. I understand. This is an amazing one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you an easy one first that you'll probably get.
Please.
The first breed is, and I have movies written here, but if you do come up with one that I don't have, I'll fact check it and see. But I think you'll get this. But the first one, so the first breed we're gonna go with is Saint Bernard. Do you know any film?
Yeah, I know the film. I know the well, there's always like a Christmas themed movie, but the one with Charlie.
Okay, 10 seconds on the clock.
Oh no, Saint Bernard.
There's also a famous song with the title "Roll Over."
Beethoven.
Boom.
Beethoven is the movie.
My clues are always way too easy. Dang
it. That's kind of the funny part of this. Last week, the one you gave.
It was Mrs. Doubtfire. Rob Williams? Yeah, I don't know how you got that. No idea how you got that.
You gave some really like out there clues and then also that. Okay, Beethoven. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen that movie, but I know that that dog was in that movie. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I guess we'll give you that. That was
okay, thank you. Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah, someone's at your door.
There is. Oh, they're working on my doc again today.
Oh,
okay, we'll get to that. I got some. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a pergola update for weeks.
Shut
too. I'm really
up.
nervous about the pergola.
I've been so self-conscious about talking about it, so I don't even bring it up. But the doc I can't help because it's still being fixed or built.
Yep. Well, the fans are demanding an update on the pergola, so we need to get that too. All right, your second. Stump Rob's doing pretty good. 1 out of 5 so far. The next breed of dog is
1 out of 1 so far.
Sorry, yeah, 1 out of 1. I don't know how this works.
Okay.
Run a game show. The next dog is Border Collie. Do you know what television show?
Lassie?
Okay, there we go. Ding, ding.
But was Lassie a border collie? I think she was just a collie.
Maybe you're right.
Border collies are the smaller ones.
Yeah,
Were you trying to go
collie? Let's go. I think just collie.
Okay. Lassie.
Okay. Lassie. That also works as television and a movie because they did both. That was a movie I auditioned for in 5th grade. Was Lassie the movie?
You auditioned for that?
Mm-hmm. They were auditioning they were looking for kids to be the little kid in Forrest Gump, and they were also casting for the little kid in the new Lassie movie.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if you got either?
Yeah, my life would be way better. Because, I mean, have you seen what that kid has been up to? That was the kid in the Lassie movie?
It wouldn't matter. You would have been the adorable kid in that movie, man. You'd been perfect. How'd you screw up the audition?
I didn't know how to. I didn't understand what was happening. I read the script and then they were like, "No, but you got to listen." And I was like, "I am listening to you," but because I was just like reading it and not reacting to what they were saying. It was like,
I feel like that hasn't changed much. When I try to tell a joke on here, you're just spacing off somewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking 10 steps ahead. That's why I just told you to edit in laughter if I ever miss something.
So I do laugh at your stuff. So anyways, that's all right. I guess
too easy. You gotta
listener.
You can't just laugh at everything too. Are we fighting?
No, not at all. I'm just agreeing with your casting agent. Okay, anyways.
Okay, and I think you got that one wrong. No, I feel like I'm going to take that away from you. I'm the judge, I'm taking Beethoven away from you.
I said
Rob's got 1.
You offered the
1 for 2. We're moving on.
I'm deuce right now.
If I get mad at you, I just take points away. I like this. This is a great game. All right, you ready? Ready
Yeah.
for number 3? Golden Retriever. What film has a golden retriever been in?
I need definite hints because I can't think of one. I need
There's
a
been
hint.
multiple films. It's
Really?
a franchise. Oh yeah.
For golden retriever?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one, like kind of red one.
It's a golden retriever.
Or
Have you ever seen a golden retriever?
I know. You know what I'm thinking of? Irish setter is what I'm thinking of. Golden retriever. It's kind of like a yellow lab.
Mm-hmm. But a golden retriever. It's kind of like a yellow lab, but it's a golden retriever.
Okay.
A golden retriever is a golden retriever. 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I thought, where's my hint? Where's my
They are sports related films.
Oh. Okay.
Didn't help you at all? Oh, that's all I can give you.
Okay. I'll give here's my best guess. Field of Dreams.
Nope. Air Bud.
What?
You've never heard of Air Bud?
No.
And then Air Bud 2. He plays basketball.
Well, definitely Air Bud 2 I've heard of, but not the first one.
A bunch of spin-offs. Oh, Rob, you got some
I think
IMDb doing to IBMTB doing. All of our listeners are shouting at you right now because everyone knows Air Bud. It's a classic golden retriever. Oh, I can't believe you missed that one.
I did. Sorry. That sounds like more your age range than mine.
I guess it was, but I feel like you would have seen it in theaters. You have a net. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how you missed the Air Bud train, but I'd like you to rent all those movies, watch them this week for next time on the podcast. We can discuss Air Bud.
What does he do? Like, is he
basketball?
He plays it?
Yeah, against the kids.
Is it like an animated movie?
Nope. It's literally like a little paw comes in and like it's really cheesy. It's pretty rad. And then he bites all the kids and he wins the game. Just kidding.
Now, and how many Oscars did this one win?
Oh, I think they're still getting Oscars. I think they gave too many. Like they didn't have time to give all the speeches for Air Bud, so they're actually still getting them to this day.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. I'm giving you Beethoven back, so you're 2 out of 3.
Yep.
Let's see. We've got French Mastiff.
Is that Turner and Hooch?
Yes, good job. I wasn't sure if you would get that, but Turner and Hooch.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a French Mastiff, but I knew it was a Mastiff.
Yeah, that's for some reason it said French, so he had a French accent the whole movie. He covered it up really well because you didn't even notice it.
Well, when he would shake, you'd see that long cigarette. Just kind of
Hooch. What?
I have found the intruder.
It's the difference. Movie all different.
So I'm 3 for 4.
3 for 4, and the last one is a pug. What movie?
This is the easiest one for me. Men in Black.
Nice. Excellent. That's actually not what I wrote down, but now that you say that, that is perfect answer. A pug is in Men in Black.
What other movies? Did you have other ones?
I had written down Milo and Otis, which is about a pug and a cat that go get lost and then try to find their way home. Oh. There's a lot of movies about
Homeward.
Dogs. Yeah,
Lost.
Homeward Bound is another movie where dogs get lost, try to find their way home. I'm like, these people need to keep track of their dogs and cats.
There really is a lot of those, isn't there? It's like
Benji, I think it's lost.
Oh yeah, isn't it Homeward Bound? There's like 6 of those, I think.
Yeah, no, they're always so. Well, I think you did great. Again, we did not stump Rob. We came close on some. And the only upsetting thing is that he hasn't seen Air Bud. I think.
Well, I'm gonna rent this immediately.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Actually, I feel bad. I mean, I haven't seen. I'm sure I've seen Air Bud. I just know of Air Bud. But
now, what is? So he's a basketball player. What is this like the one with? This ain't the one with Michael Jordan.
No, that's Space Jam. Where
yeah.
The Looney Tunes.
Okay, so that's why I thought it was like that, where it's whatever you call it, animated, but also live action.
It's live action, all golden retriever, all basketball, all day.
So what's the point of him playing like somebody? Was there a kid with cancer and he's stepping in, or what? What's the whole idea of the movie?
Boy, I wish I had done more research about Airbud. I just knew about. I can't remember the plot or why he's in there.
You just seem so excited, like this was in your top 5 favorites or something.
Yeah, it's about Airbud. We've all seen it.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I didn't know that.
How many Airbuds are there? Airbud World Pup, Airbud the 7th, Airbud Spike. He plays volleyball. He does it all.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
There's not an Airbud Spike.
Yes, there is. Airbud Spike's back, 2003. Air Buddies. I'm Googling this right now.
I cannot believe there's this many.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if all of them, some might have gone straight to video.
He's the Fast and Furious of sports.
But yeah.
Because they're on Fast and Furious 9 now. So Airbud rowing, Airbud, ping pong Airbud. So dumb.
Well, we'll both watch Airbud and we'll talk about it in one of these upcoming podcasts. We'll do a real deep dive into Airbud.
Deep dive. So you know what that means now.
What? More Airbud history?
A little history with Rob Little.
Yes.
Doodaloo.
Excellent.
Dude, this week in history, Airbud was known as a movie.
By Rob Little. His new favorite movie.
I cannot get over how stupid that is. There's a few, and this week in history, it was like kind of light. I'm gonna be honest, but some of the things that I found, I was like, "Oh, that's interesting," or I don't know, maybe. But we're gonna go with it. One this week, I don't know if you remember this. You were kind of young. It was 1990. This week in history, Roseanne Barb does the national anthem.
Oh,
And then she grabs her crotch and spits at the end, and everybody booed her.
There was not a highlight, not one of the best renditions of the Star Spangled Banner. I don't think.
No, Whitney Houston, and then Roseanne Barr.
That they picked her. I could see her throwing out like a first pitch, but why would she?
But the stupid thing was, it was just at a regular game. It wasn't like a World Series.
No,
it was a Padres game. Which who watches that anyways? The Padres. I don't even know what city that's in.
I don't know, but that's what happened.
But the thing was, when she grabbed her crotch, everybody booed her because they thought she was spitting on the national anthem, but she was doing it to like mock baseball players. Right. And that was, to me, blatantly obvious. But everybody got pissed off at her because she thought she was just, disrespecting the anthem and the flag and everything. I'm like, come on, people. I don't normally like to talk about like the war stuff, but when you look up history, they always talk about all of our wars, right? Well, one war, the Korean War, which I didn't really know a lot about. My grandpa died he fought in the Korean War. But here, the ending of this was kind of funny when they kind of decided just to officially end the Korean War by signing this truce between the U.S. and Korea, but they both sides claimed victory.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, no peace treaty was ever signed. So technically, we're still at war with Korea.
Interesting. That's weird. Yeah.
So I say we go over there and do a cast, and then at the end, we just do something, and we yell "Death to Korea" or something.
To get the war going? Wait, you want to go to South Korea and do a podcast and then rush over to North Korea?
Yeah, and say, hey, South Korea just let us do a podcast over there. And they said, you guys suck and wouldn't let us. And then they'll let us do one there too.
I don't want to do a podcast in North Korea. You're a terrible spy. That was the James Franco movie too, where they went over there to try to assassinate Kim, one of the Kim Jong-un's dad, or was it him or the other one?
It was Kim Jong. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The one. Oh Jesus, who's the basketball player that's friends with him? I know it, but we probably shouldn't. That's why I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I just thought it was crazy that
Yeah,
they
there's
said there was no
actual-
peace treaty, and we could technically be at war with them, and we're not doing anything about it.
We should do a podcast and then have them sign a peace treaty. Be like, by the way, while you're here,
Oh, yeah.
Rob and I wrote up a little peace treaty. You both get posters for a Little Tom Foolery, North Korea and South Korea, signed by us. Give them to you at the exact same time. And,
We'll make your dog the dog of the week.
Dog of the week. Do you have a dog? Oh, you ate your dog? Oh, no, wait, never mind. Sorry.
You ate your dog.
I'm going to get in trouble.
See, I knew that's why I wanted to bring it up. I knew we would get something out of it. This week in 1869, the first patent for chewing gum was issued.
Whoa.
You know what it was in 1869? Gum was first introduced. You know what it was made out of? White.
Oh.
You want to guess?
No,
Okay.
I was gonna say some type of glue type thing, but
He ain't far off. White rosin and olive oil.
weird.
Hey kids, would you like some chewing gum? You're like,
And was it
"What?"
flavored yet, or was it just?
I think the olive oil is what made it flavored.
Ugh.
I know.
What is white rosin? I don't even know what rosin.
That's like what they do when they're always like, oh man, like baseball. I don't know.
You sounded so like you really had it there. Like I have no idea what it is.
At first, I thought I did because you hear them talk about it in baseball, like, oh, this is a rosin bat, or they use
gotcha.
rosin to get a grip or something.
Because I've heard of resin.
Resin, that's the word I was thinking.
Is it?
No,
Are you- okay.
it was rosin,
Okay.
but yeah, they sound
should-
similar.
We should put out a Little Tomfoolery, the original flavor of gum, just olive oil and white rosin. Natural. No mint or anything in there. People will love it. Bring yourself back to 1869 when gum was disgusting.
It's shocking that it even lasted after something like that.
It probably didn't even come with the comic till Bazooka. Joe
Right?
came along. There's nothing fun about it.
That's why they had to put in the comic, because the gum sucks so bad.
They're like, oh,
We'll fool them. We'll give them some jokes. Eat this.
eat this.
Yeah, and then they wonder why kids' teeth were so horrible. Stuff. Amos Tyler's the guy who created it. His cookies are great, but not his gum.
Oh, famous Amos cookies they are delicious.
Glad you figured that one out. All right, so
You don't do a podcast with Rob Little and not know your cookies.
okay, this next thing, 1978, a movie that definitely shaped my future. I don't know if you want to guess, but it was a college movie. No guesses? Animal House. Oh, did you go Frozen?
1978 yeah. I was gonna guess and then it spoiled, and then all of a sudden you just sped up and said the answer. Unstable.
You want me to just cut that out and we'll try it again?
Animal came out.
You're
Final
really,
answer.
You're really going. It's a house with animals and John Belushi's in it.
Animal House.
Yep. Nice
House
job.
We bought a zoo.
Toga. That movie, I remember watching that as a kid going, I want to do that. I want to be a part of it. And that's when first thing I did when I moved away to go to college. I joined a fraternity, and I was like, I just wanted to be like that and party. And it was pretty much like that for me. It wasn't much different.
But that's fun.
Yeah.
That was the first National Lampoon's movie, right?
It's I didn't see that, but it was one of the most successful comedies of all time, because it only cost them $2.8 million to make it, and it grossed over 141 million.
Wow. Yeah. That's a good investment.
And I mean, there were some big names back then in it, and it's surprising that, like John Belushi would have made that 2.8 million himself.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's kind of crazy, but that was a great movie. Anyways, all right. So what was this? Oh, I don't want to do this one. Are we on time? I don't want to do that one. There was another weird one that I could just mention it really quick, but like, you know how the whole 9/11 thing, right? That
Mhm.
wasn't the first time that one of the major buildings out there was crashed into by a plane.
Really?
Yeah, 1945, a bomber, one of our own, crashed into the Empire State Building.
What? I never
Yeah,
knew that. That's
this
crazy.
guy, well, the guy, excuse me, the pilot was trying to land, and they told him that it was too foggy, and they told him, you know, he's gonna have to circle around or for a while or whatever. And he was flying through, and he took a right instead of a left, and to like
Oh.
dodge the Chrysler Building, and ended up hitting the Empire State Building. And a kind of a interesting fact out of that, the elevator operator plunged 75 stories and lived, and now holds the record for the longest survived elevator fall in the Guinness Book of Records.
Whoa. And did they knock the gorilla off or not?
They didn't. They missed him.
Oh, man.
The gorilla totally missed him, and he caused havoc the rest of the rest.
Was
of
that the right building? That was the building that King Kong was on, right?
It was Empire
Okay,
State Building. You're right.
Because they were flying around then. So I thought maybe that was it. Like one of the guys was like, oh, and then the gorilla knocked him. And then the elevator went, he was like, I got to get down. I don't want to be by this gorilla. So, but that's unrelated. I don't even think that might not be a true story.
Actually, that was the whole second paragraph I was going to read. You're right. It was the King Kong. Yeah,
Wow.
dude. That was kind of, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's happened before. But it was one of our own, and there was total accident, and poor guy. There was
But that elevator operator, that's epic. That'd be quite.
Can you imagine that fall? I just don't get how he survived, but
well, you could just jump right at the end. So he must have known, like when little kids are like, whoop, I got it, nailed it. And he probably walked out. I'm sure he's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
And then
it doesn't
we better
say.
get rid of that gorilla up there. And they're like, no more planes. It's not working.
We've detoured you away from landing at I was gonna say Lombardi. What the hell's the name of the airport out there?
LaGuardia?
LaGuardia.
Or JFK?
Man, I gotta start taking some echinacea. This one is super exciting to me because I did not realize they lasted as long as they did. America's last Playboy Club this week was closed. America's last Playboy Club closes in Lansing, Michigan.
What's a Playboy Club?
Are you what?
I don't know.
Air Bud, but you don't know the Playboy Club?
I know of Playboy. I didn't know there was clubs.
Oh my God. Where the Playboy, they used to have the Playboy bunnies like serve guys drinks and food and stuff.
There were a restaurant like around the country.
It was like it was kind of like how I performed at that Detroit Athletic Club. It was like its own club where it had like, you could have dinner, and then they would have entertainment and stuff. They had comedians there forever. Dick Gregory was the very first comedian at the first Chicago Playboy Club. And they actually just opened up. I think there's one in Vegas, and it might still be open. But in '88, that was when the like franchise disabled.
Where am I going to take my family out to
Right.
eat now that I'm with my in-laws? I was going to take them to the Traverse City Playboy Club.
Yeah, I did not realize how many there were. There were all over the world actually, but like cities like Omaha and Des Moines had one.
I don't know.
And those are clubs we played. Columbus had one. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, there was one.
So they were just franchised out.
They were franchised out, and then they kind of then when they kind of became, personally owned, they just didn't make it. They all kind of died out.
Yeah, because Hooters opened, and they're like, "Oh, this is just chicken wings and the same thing."
It pretty much was, except you had to. It was like it was kind of a status symbol to be a member at one, because it was really expensive.
Weird.
Yeah, they said the cheapest one was like $25, but that got you basically nothing. And then like the one in New York City was like $100,000 to be a member, and you could use their private jet. They had all kinds of perks if you went that high, but their lowest was 25,000 back
That's
in
like
the day.
the Disney secret package. There's a restaurant at Disneyland Club. What is it? Club 33 that you pay like hundreds of thousands of dollars to be a
Are
member.
you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, but there is no Playboy people. It's just Disney characters and stuff. And you can use their private jet. I don't know if that's true either, but I know you can eat at the restaurant.
It's not really a private jet. It's just Aladdin's carpet.
Yeah, but there's certain people I know who have gotten into it because there was why am I blanking on her name? She would work at the Comedy Magic Club.
Wow.
She was in you know who I'm talking about because she kind of came up. She was like just starting when you were at the Comedy Magic Club, and then she was in the Cars movie. Why am I blanking on her name?
Oh, the Spanish girl, Cristela
Yeah,
Alonso.
Crystal. Yes. She was a big Disney fan, and then I think she got to go to that Club 33. I'm pretty sure. So I should ask her about it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I wish
she was like a door girl at the Addison Improv when I used to tour with Pablo Francisco.
Oh wow.
She wasn't even a comedian yet.
Cool. But yeah, that's I think it's so funny that there's all these secret or like status clubs. Because we talked about that a little bit, like the Masons and stuff, but there's these memberships. I feel like I'm in it basically with Delta being a platinum member.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you that because I get to go to the Sky Club and stuff, but that's the only kind of club that I've ever been in. But I'd like to be able to go to that exclusive Disney place. And then that's crazy. So what was the history thing you were talking about? That was the last one closed, is Lansing in 1990.
Like I know Lansing very well. I am shocked there was one there.
I wonder what they look like now, or what they did with the club, what they like turned into.
Yeah, I don't.
We should go find all the old Playboy Club. What if
that'd be
what if they're still open, but they just got more exclusive?
Ooh,
right? I bet they are still open.
No,
we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yes.
We're gonna watch Airbud, and we're gonna find.
We'll pay we'll raise enough money if we can get enough Patreon subscribers. We're gonna rent the Playboy jet and go to every Playboy club ever been. There's some in Brazil.
I don't know if I would. If that's what we should do with the Patreon money, I feel like they would want us to do something more. They'd want us to go to the Disneyland Club, not the Playboy. You go to the Playboy Club. I'm gonna do the Disney Club.
Thank you.
Because you're single and I got a married man. I can't go off to Playboy clubs.
We gotta do the research. So
I'm surprised my father-in-law is not a Patreon member because he's such a big fan. He's just been banging on the door outside just to get a view of you. He's like, "You're doing the podcast with Rob? You're doing it in my house?"
Is he really over there?
Here. I think he's downstairs somewhere.
Oh, that's cool. Tell him I said hi.
Oh, I will.
Hey, we can finish up this history thing by there's a couple birthdays.
Birthdays.
Not a big deal. Gary Owen. I don't know if you know Gary,
nice.
But yep, he's his birthday. He's actually 2 years younger than me. I thought he was older. Maya Rudolph, who's only a couple months older than me. I just saw that.
Cool.
Stephen Lynch, a guitar comic, and then BJ Novak from the show I've never seen with that was a British show and they brought it over here. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, The Office.
The Office, yeah.
Those are good birthdays.
Yeah, they're cool guys.
Happy birthday to
you.
all you guys.
That is Little History with Rob Little. Hey, that turned out way better than I thought. Thank you for helping me with that, buddy.
No, those were good. You did good history. I think and our Stump Rob was good with we're really nailing these segments now.
I mean, we're crushing them. Crushing this stuff.
Speaking of crushing, you're going to be crushing all week. Where?
I am at this week, I am at the Laugh Factory in Reno, Nevada. It's in the Silver Legacy Casino. And they're open back up, buddy. Everything's running. They're full capacity. And I was supposed to be with Brian and Tracy Skeen. I don't know if you know them at all. Brian McKim and they're a married couple. They both just got COVID. So
no.
So I got some replacements. And
they're great.
Some local guys. Yeah, they're great. I was excited to see them.
I hope they have a speedy recovery. And But that'll be fun for people to come out to the shows.
Yep. So yeah, I'm in Reno this week, and then I go home and for a few days, and then back out on the road. But,
Excellent.
mhm.
I was going to ask you how we didn't talk about this earlier, how your fair gig went.
Oh, it was so fun. It was all outside, and there was probably 200 people maybe,
Oh,
and
sounds amazing.
which was a lot for what the setup was, and it went great, man. A bunch of people brought their kids out too, so it was all family friendly, and of course I ripped on a ton of friends and stuff, and and they kept bringing me out drinks, and they had like a beer tent like kind of like on the other side of the show, so people had to keep getting up and walk in front of me.
Oh, wow. So you were
And I did the show from like a trailer, like
wow.
like a trailer you pull cars on or something. It was so redneck, but it was so fun, man.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
It was really cool. I had to park really far away, and one of the fair people came and picked me up in a side by side. So I'm all dressed up in my shirt and tie and stuff, and everybody's looking at me like, "Who's this dillweed?"
Let's go to the fair. Good.
Yeah.
Dress up to go eat corn dogs.
It was bummer though, because none of the my favorite rides, like they got rid of a ton of stuff. They don't have a lot of it anymore because I guess budget or something. I don't know, but it was kind of sad. I didn't even walk the midway or anything because by the time I got done, it was pretty late and I had to fly out the next day. So
couldn't even hang around the fair.
No.
That's all right. Well, I'm glad it was fun for the most part.
What do you got next week? Or what do you got coming up? You're on vacation now, right?
Yeah, I'm on vacation.
Till when?
My next live show will be at the Plymouth Playhouse, August 13th at 7:30. If you go get tickets, if you go to the PlymouthPlayhouse.com and you type in the code Tommy15, you get 15% off your ticket. So that's it's going to be a great show at the Plymouth Playhouse. A lot of other great comedians on that, and
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, buddy. Awesome. Well, how you're on vacation till when, you said?
Till next week, and then I go to Las Vegas to see
that's right.
my friend do his Amazon
your
taping.
buddy.
So a lot
of dude, so you got some fun stuff this week and next week. Good for you, man. My
parties.
When I get home, I'll get to see my doc. It should be done.
Oh, the doc. That's gonna be amazing.
Yep.
You can just run up and down it, and then you gotta buy a boat.
Gotta get a boat, and I still have to put electric in it. I gotta put electric in it. So, but I don't have to pull a permit because there was electric already there. So I just gotta basically rewire everything.
That's awesome.
Which I think I could do by myself, to be honest.
Well, there's a lot of water, so be careful, but go for it.
I know
you have too many bits about getting electrocuted already, so you don't need a third bit about it.
I know.
But it also would be a really good closer, actually.
Oh my!
And then I was in the middle of the water. I shot across it. I was water skiing on alligators.
I was just gonna say, then the gators showed up. All right. Well, that's it, buddy.
We did it.
Send us out, man. Take us out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're out of time. No pergola update on this week's episode of Little Tom Foolery. But hopefully Rob will bring it up. We can get an update on his pergola next week. But as always, this was another episode of Little Tom Foolery with your hosts, Rob Little and Tommy Ryman. Thank you so much for listening. If you don't watch it, go on over to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification button. But yeah, tell your friends about this podcast. And if you want some sweet prizes and stuff, you can always become a Patreon member. Just $5 a month. You get an amazing poster. And then the more you give, the more cool stuff you get. But that's going to do it from us. That's going to do it for today. This has been A Little Tom Foolery with Rob Little and Tommy Ryman. Thanks for watching. Bye, fools.